All right, y'all, this is MrLetGo. I tried this earlier and all kinds of crazy stuff was going on. So you already know how life is. Sometimes things work and sometimes things don't. So we're back. And the title of this show is the same as last time, which is 10 Reasons Why You May Not Be a Good Woman. And the reason why I'm doing this show is for a lot of reasons. But the main reason why I'm doing this show is because a lot of women just walk around just talking about how much of a good woman they are. And there's no validity to it. Because at the end of the day, it's not really about what you think. Well, I'm going to say this. Part of this is about how you feel about yourself. But there's another part also. And the other part is how other people feel about you. Okay. So it's two things. It's important for you to be confident in what you do. But on the other end, it's important for you to pay attention to how you can improve and how the world views you. So as you guys come in, make sure to hit the like button, say what's up in the chat, what's going on, Terica, and let's get it. So a lot of men, and I'll say women, a lot of women used to be good women. I'll say it again. A lot of women used to be good women. Okay. A lot of you used to be good women. And for whatever reason, you think you still are. But the truth is, at some point, what's up, Angeli? At some point, somebody hurt you, as a woman, which is natural. Somebody made you feel like you weren't enough, which is okay. And you started putting up a wall. You started becoming a little bit more independent. You started having a chip on your shoulder. You started becoming a little less trusting of the opposite sex or the same sex. Because sometimes women can just screw you over where you don't really care for women either, right? And all of these different experiences that you've had, like I was saying, 20s or whatever, you're not necessarily that good woman anymore. You want to be a good woman. And sometimes you think since you want to be a good woman, you are a good woman. And that's why we're having this conversation. I want everybody to get a pen and paper. What's up, Shawnee? Get a pen and paper, and I want you to write down these 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman, and take it with you and look at your life, look at yourself, and say, you know what? Okay, I'm good at number 4, but number 9, I'm terrible at. And then give yourself room to improve, because that's what this is about. It's about how you can improve, okay? So, because stop running around talking about you're a good woman when you know you're not. And it's okay, because I'm not 100% a good man. I got stuff I got to work on. We all do. But run around with this delusion, acting like you are something that you know in your heart that you're not, ain't helping nobody do nothing. You're lying to other people and you're lying to yourself. So hit the like button, y'all. We already we at 17 and I have no likes or low amount of likes. So take 30 seconds to hit the like button and we'll start. Sound great, look great. Thank you so much, Terica. We got it. I got everything fixed. Just so y'all know, I tried this at 3:00 and everything failed. I don't know what was going on, but I fixed everything. So I'm happy because I fixed everything. But hit the like button, and when we hit the like button, we'll get started. But other than that, I'm just going to sit here and drink water until you hit the like button. So hit the like button, y'all. What's up, gorgeous Wales? Watching from Cincinnati. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time with those Cincinnati Bengals Sunday. We're gonna tear them dudes up. All right, I'm still waiting on the lights to go up, And while we wait for the lights to go up, My guy Ace just tagged me, and I'm on a show called Tonight's Conversations. We can get started whenever y'all hit the like button, y'all. So just in case y'all wonder what I'm doing, I'm waiting on 15 people to hit the like button. So my friend Ace Metaphor has a show, and he just tagged me, and my episode is up. So listen to this. What's the yes or no? I'm about to give it to you. Hold up. Yes or no question. No explanation. Yes or no. Hold on. What's the yes or no? I'm about to give it to you. Okay. Go if you cheated, or when you have cheated, if you ever have. Slow down. He's black. Right. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Hypothetically. Okay. Hypothetically. There we go. Hypothetically, would you eat the box? With the word I'm cheating with? Yeah. No. All right. So I'll tell you more about that, but hit the freaking like button. I'm trying to get started. Y'all keep playing. Think I ain't gonna just sit here. But if you want to see our new show, it's Ace's new show. I'm on it. It's an app called Tonight's Conversation app. So download Tonight's Conversation app. Can you put that in the chat if you could, Terica? Tonight's Conversation app. Download that app so you can see the next episode of the show I'm on. It's kind of like 8 at the table. All right. Do you guys have like finger issues where your fingers don't work or something? I'm still waiting on you to hit the like button. Okay, I'm logging on YouTube. Yes, go to YouTube, y'all. Go to YouTube because they tripping. They don't want to hit the freaking like button thing. I ain't gonna just sit here. All right, I sent you a mini video in the DM waiting on your opinion when you have a chance. Okay. I'll check that out. Yes, Tonight's Conversation app. Download the app, Tonight's Conversation. Thank you. Well, tonight's with an S, Terica. But that's cool. All right, so I guess y'all just ain't gonna hit the like button, so I'll just keep going because y'all don't got on my damn nerves. Okay. 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. The first reason is your choices in men are absolutely terrible. All right. And you may ask, what does this have to do with, one, you being a good woman, or two, a new man? Why is a new man worrying about what you did in your past? Well, if you keep choosing losers, what am I doing here? You ever been to a room where you just like, all right, am I in the wrong place? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be with a woman that only has been with losers, because you're not going to know how to treat me, and you're not going to know how to be treated by me, simply because you don't know what to do with me. Ladies, have you ever dated a man who didn't know what to do with you? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever dated a man who did not know what to do with you. Well, the same thing goes with us men. If you've had terrible, disgusting choices of men in your past, and then you get with a dude like me, you ain't gonna know what to do with me. Yeah, I did, Terica. You know what I'm saying? So let's go a little deeper in number this is number 1. Your choices of men are horrible. You're fully aware that your childhood has had an adverse effect on you. It was full of yelling, fussing, gaslighting, not feeling good enough, loneliness. I mean, loneliness in a crowd of people. Have you ever felt lonely and you're around people? That black sheep feeling? I'm talking about your childhood. You know, you growing up as a kid or as a teenager, and you just don't feel like you matter, or you don't feel like you belong. That feeling of like, I don't belong here. That's that loneliness I'm saying. The emotional unavailability that you may have to deal with from one of your parents. That feeling of like, I don't belong here. And all your family wants to do is argue and fuss, and they yelling and everybody, you know, fighting and stuff. If that's how you grew up, you're accustomed to yelling, fighting, confrontation, masculine women, overweight women. Just you're used to a certain environment, right? So when you're used to that particular environment, you end up searching for the familiarity of that same environment when you're grown. So you start choosing men that you got to argue with, that you got to fuss with, that don't know what they doing. So you got to tell him just all this confrontational stuff. You walk around like this independent woman. You don't need nobody. And then the guys you end up attracting are guys that actually need you and you don't need them. Well, I am a man that a woman would need. So if you are that type of woman who doesn't need a man, you ain't gonna know what to do with me. And that's a very important thing I want y'all to just think about. If you don't need a man, men like me, you can't be with, because you're not gonna know what to do with me. Because one thing about a leader serves. A leader is helpful. A leader is nurturing. So as a man, I'm going to make sure you safe. I'm going to make sure you good. I'm going to bring you food. I'm going to do whatever it is I need to do, because that's my job as a leader. But if you're used to dating trash men and men who don't have no sense, or men who are lazy, you are going to be the leader. And you're not going to know how to be led by a leader, because you're the leader, because the type of men you've been dealing with, you bring them food. And there's nothing wrong with that, but he never brought you food. You make sure he's safe. You make sure he's okay. You build him up instead of the other way around. So when you get with a man like me, or just any type of man that, has his life together, you're not going to know what to do with him. So number one is your choices of men are horrible. And that is the first of the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. Because like I said, you think you're a good woman because of the level of men that you've been dating. They think you're a good woman. Therefore, you think you're a good woman. And a man like me who has standards and who has, like certain responsibilities, requirements, I'm not going to see you as a good woman, because you are a good woman to the Pookies and to the Ray Rays, but you're not a good woman to a man like me. It's some things that you still need to work on, because you're used to dealing with these trash, lazy, stupid dudes. So those dumb dudes make you think that you're a good woman. So that is, hold on. Boom, I knew it was going to do that. Okay, so got some more notes about number one. Now, a safe, loving, serene environment. I want y'all to think about that. You have two different environments that men offer to women, okay? You can have an argumentative, combative environment that a man puts you in. That's the Pookie, the guy that is like always arguing with you and y'all arguing. To be honest with you, it's always weird when I hear a woman say, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we got in this big argument. Or either me and my boyfriend be arguing. I don't understand that. I don't argue. Any woman that knows me, no, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll hang up in your face, but before I argue with you, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to leave out your house. I'm not going to argue. I'm not sitting around arguing with nobody. But certain types of women date argumentative men, or certain types of men date argumentative women. So if you're accustomed to arguing with a man, guess what? You're not a good woman, because that's what you're accustomed to. See, that's the first environment. That is the argumentative, confrontational environment. The second environment is, and please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need 10 likes before I get to number 2. We're on number 1, but if we don't get 10 more likes before we get to number 2, I'm just going to read comments or something. And drop a super chat also. So one guy offers a confrontational, argumentative, loud, fussy environment, right? You're either fussing at him or he's fussing at you, right? But a guy like me, I'm going to offer a serene, safe, quiet environment. And if you grew up hearing loud talking, yelling, fussing, arguments, and then you grow up and now that you're an adult, you are used to dating men that are argumentative, or you're argumentative towards men, you're not going to see my safe, serene, quiet environment as favorable. And I did a post a while ago that says, the way you know that you have healed, or the way you know that you are on a road of healing, because you're never completely healed, is when you view a loud, combative environment as bad and you view a safe, quiet environment as good. You know, because a lot of times, to be honest with you, sometimes as a woman, you'll look at a guy that is happy, nice all the time, smiling all the time. You might look at him like, this dude up to something. Like, why is he always happy? Or he comes in the house smiling, laughing, or he on the phone. Oh, you must be on the phone with some girl or something. Dude be like, no, I'm just happy. I just got off the phone with my homeboy. Like, I can't be happy with guys. You're not used to that. You're not used to happiness. You're not used to somebody that's not arguing. You're not used to somebody who you don't have to check up on. And what happens is the silence just scares the shit out of you. The safety makes you feel unsafe because you're like, yo, something's wrong. This is too good to be true. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever dated a man, or if you guys ever dated a woman and it felt too good to be true. See, being with a good man can actually become strange to you. Being with a good man can actually just be so, you don't even know what to do with yourself because you're so anxious. You're so concerned. You're so worried because you're a fixer, but you're with this guy and he doesn't need fixing. So you start feeling like, okay, he doesn't need fixing. He has everything he needs. What am I here for? Well, we need you to just sit down somewhere. You know, like stop, you know, there's nothing wrong with a woman that's helpful, but don't think doing chores around my house or doing all this stuff makes you worthy of my time. I just want to enjoy being with you. You don't have to be up doing all this stuff. Oh my God, let me pick up behind you like you did your little brother when you was a child. No, sit down. So thank you so much for the super sticker, Eileen. I appreciate you. So now a safe, loving, serene environment scares the crap out of you because you're so accustomed to chaos. Have y'all ever been accustomed to chaos? See, I'm not going to give you chaos. I'm not going to give you chaos. All right? So sometimes dealing with a man of a certain stature, there is no chaos. And if there's no chaos, you're like, he's going to leave me. Because some of you have abandonment issues, deep-rooted abandonment issues. And just like when you got kids in the other room, the worst thing that you can hear from kids in the other room when you're a parent is nothing at all. I'll say it again. The worst sound you'll ever want to hear from kids in the other room when they're your kids is silence. You ever been looking at TV, your kids like run, roughhousing or doing whatever and talking or this and that. And all of a sudden, nothing. Now you start listening. What you do then? Hey, what y'all in there doing? You are a person that is accustomed to chaos. You're used to hearing noise and this and fussing and all this and that. That is a part of your life. That is a part of your emotional makeup because you're used to seeing it, hearing it, experiencing it, and living it all of your life. But the second a man comes into your life and does not bring chaos, you think he's about to leave you, he's contemplating on leaving you, or he's thinking about another girl, or he don't want to be with you, or he don't like you because he ain't talking. So, like I said, number one, out of the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman is because your choices of men are terrible. And I don't like to just sit here and say, yeah, y'all mess with these Pookies and Ray Rays. No, I want to tell you why you keep messing with these Pookies and Ray Rays. Because they offer chaos. They give you the familiarity that you're used to from your childhood. Because your uncle and your cousin and your brother were Pookies. A lot of your brothers in this chat are Pookies to this day. They ain't got no job. They don't know what they're doing. So you're so accustomed to Pookies. You're so accustomed to chaos. You're so accustomed to all this other stuff where you're just like, yo, this is what I'm used to. And it doesn't bother you. Some people can sleep in the middle of all kinds of stuff, and some people can't. I need the woman who can't sleep when it's chaos. Because that woman who can sleep through a whole bunch of crap, that means she's so used to chaos it doesn't bother her. I'm used to peace, and I want a woman that's used to peace. So that is number one. Your choices of men are terrible due to the fact that you're so used to chaos, where you get with a man that offers you peace and quiet and serenity. You don't know what to do with him. Let me give you a quick story. And the likes are okay, but let me get 10 more likes. Let me get 10 more likes. You did not like the video yet, so can you please just hit the button? And if you could, drop a super chat if you could. So, quick story. I love to talk about Jada Pinkett's goofy butt. In Set It Off, Jada Pinkett was running around robbing banks, doing all this other stuff, right? And she was used to what? Chaos. Jada Pinkett you know the movie. I just said it. Whatever. Set It Off. But she gets with this guy who offers peace and serenity. Do y'all remember the name of the guy, the banker in Set It Off? Put it in the chat if you remember. But he offered her peace, serenity, and happiness, right? He was so central with her, all this good stuff, right? But in her life, there was nothing but chaos, right? So at some point, he knew what she was doing, and he was like, yo, I accept you for whoever you are, and I want to be with you. See, so many of you ladies, you lie to yourself and make up all this dumb stuff talking about how you want a man to accept you for you. Well, in this particular situation, the banker, Blair Underwood, thank you so much. Blair Underwood, thank you, Justic31. Blair Underwood, he was like, I accept you for who you are right now, all of your flaws. Just come over here and we'll deal with all the other stuff. Just come over here. What does this goofy woman do? Same thing as some of y'all would do. You don't know me. You don't know the real me. If you really know who I was and how chaotic my life was, you would not want to be with me. He's like, forget all that. I want to give you peace. I want to give you serenity. I want to protect you. What did Jada Pinkett do next? Put it in the comments. Because some of these young people never seen Set It Off. What did Jada Pinkett do next after she was like, you don't know me? And he was like, I don't care. come over here anyway, and let me take you away from all that. Let me give you the peace and serenity that you say you want. What did she do? And hit the like button, y'all. What did she do? No, she didn't. Gorgeous Wales, she did not. She slept with him already. Oh my God. She ran. Thank you. Thank you, EOS 201. She ran. She was like, click. She hung up on him and robbed another freaking bank. And ended up getting caught. Why did she not want to let go of her chaotic life? Excuse me. Why did she not want to let go of her chaotic life and get with this great man that y'all all love to say that y'all want? The reason why, it was a demonstration of feeling unworthy, unlovable. That's it. The word unlovable. Some of y'all feel unlovable. Therefore, you get with the Pookies and the Ray Rays because they don't have a choice but to love you because they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nobody. They need you like little children need you. And that makes you feel worthy and lovable. So we still on number one. The 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. Your choices of men are terrible. So with all that being said, because now we about to go to number two, because you got my likes up. I appreciate it. Number two, we about to go to number two. But overall, Keith in the movie. Oh yeah, Keith was crazy in that movie. But overall, it's important for me to tell you not that you be choosing the wrong men and your choices of men are bad, but why you keep choosing crappy men. And that is because you don't feel like you're lovable. You don't feel like you're worthy of a good man. And you just walk around and be in your break room at work talking about how it ain't no good men out here. No, it ain't no good women out here. I'll say it again. The problem isn't that it ain't no good men out here. The problem is there ain't no good women out here. And I'm about to prove to you that it ain't no good women out here with the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. But hopefully after this show, there would be a lot more good women out here because you'll be able to reflect and self-analyze yourself and pay attention to your flaws and actually fix them instead of expecting a man to accept them, because we're not going to accept all of your emotional crap. Why? Because we don't have to. So, number two, and I hope y'all are writing this down. Number two kind of like has a lot to do with number one. You have no boundaries established with your toxic family members. I'll say it again. You have no boundaries established with your chaotic, toxic, annoying family members. Now, we all have a bunch of stupid people in our family because we're Black and the majority of our families are full of women. And these women in our families don't know left from right, up and down, their ass from a hole in the ground, and they just stupid, just do all kinds of stupid stuff. All of us have family members that are just dumb as I don't know what, and they ain't got no damn sense, won't get out of their own way, keep screwing their own lives up, and you keep looking at them like, yo, what are you doing? But you are a person that has not screwed their lives up, and they won't stop coming over your house, calling you, asking you for money in your business, talking about you, talking about other people to you, and you don't know how to set boundaries with these goofy ass people. To police her. Oh, I don't know what they over here talking about. I'm on Instagram also. So, you do not have boundaries established with the dumb, toxic, annoying, chaotic people in your family. That is number two. See, there's nothing wrong with having crazy family members. We all do. But we have to learn how to set boundaries. If you know how to set boundaries, put a 1 in the chat. If you know how to set boundaries, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know how to set boundaries, put a 2 in the chat. If you don't know how to set boundaries, but if you know how to set boundaries, put a 1 in the chat. Because to be honest with you, it's not, and don't lie. Just be real, because I'm here to help. If you don't know how to set boundaries with people in your lives, it's okay, because a lot of people don't. But we got to be real with ourselves and stop lying. You know, not saying y'all are, but women lie more than anybody on the planet. Y'all love just making up stuff and acting like y'all angelic and, well, I don't do this, be lying. I don't do that, be lying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just here to help. All right, so everybody got 1s on Instagram and YouTube, so that means y'all are good. So I was gonna help y'all set boundaries, but y'all are good. So 1.5. Cool. So so that is number 2. You don't set boundaries with the toxic people in your family, because the bottom line is, y'all, I am not interested in attaching myself to the dumb people in your family. Does that make sense? I'm dealing with it, learning how to set boundaries. It's okay, Sharetta. It's quite okay. It's quite okay, because at the end of the day, all right, somebody says 2, I'm bad with setting boundaries when it comes to money. Well, see, the reason why, and I'm bringing this up because somebody's being real and they saying 2, and I want to be there for them. And the rest of y'all, hit the like button. Let me get 5, 10 more likes if I could. But the way you set boundaries, I'm actually going to do a course on how to set boundaries. But the way you set boundaries with people is by knowing why you are failing to set boundaries in the first place. See, it's all about knowing why. Like if you got a flat tire, you need to know why your tire got flat. You know, like, was it a nail? Was it this? You know how you ever seen somebody, it was a flat tire? They kind of inspected to see what happened. You need to know what happened, right? So the reason why you don't know how to set boundaries is possibly because you are either a people pleaser or a fixer. So you spend so much time trying to make other people be good or okay, where setting boundaries would kind of go against your people pleaserness. Does that make sense? Yes. Justice, she says, or he says, I think that's she says, cause and effect. Right. There's always a cause before the effect. So when you are this people pleasing person, this fixer, you don't want people to not like you. So you got a whole bunch of people who are coming around you, and you like them coming around you because you think that they like you. They want to be around you, but sometimes they're around you because you're the only person that will let them come around you, and they don't really like you. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ever had a friend or family member call you, and the second you pick up the phone, they just like, you won't believe what they said this, he said this, and they did, I can't believe what do you think? Put a 1 in the chat if you ever had, or also, on a normal basis, have people do you like that. Second they call you, it's just They don't ask you how your day was or nothing. They don't say, hey. They just start blah, 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 blah. Well, this is an example of you don't have boundaries set. Boundaries are simple acts of respect. Like, yo, can you say hello first? Can you ask me how my day was first? Can you kind of just calm down a little bit? You know what I mean? And just slow them down and teach these people how to present themselves to you. Teach these people how to respect you. Teach these people how to love you. Teach these people how to have a certain amount of boundaries between you and that person. Don't call me complaining. But if you are a people pleaser, it's not in your makeup. to actually say, whoa, 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 whoa. Can you just chill out for a second? It's not in you to do that. And what can end up happening is you can have 5 different people calling, yada, da, 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 or come on your house or whatever, not respecting your boundaries. And you actually think a man of a certain stature is going to want to be involved with that? So I've been married before. And I had crazy people in my family, and she had crazy people in her family. Right? And we had 3 cars, and somebody in her family wanted to borrow one of our cars. And I'm like, what? No. Tell them to take the bus. Why can't they take the damn bus? Next thing you know, guess what? She let them use a car. She let them use her car. Guess what happens after they use her car? Put in the chat, guess what happened when they use her car? And this is the stuff I'm talking about. Somebody says, absolutely not. Car accident. Exactly. Accident. Yep. Total. Somebody said no gas. Tore it up. Yes. They got in a car accident. Totaled the car, y'all. Totaled the car. Totaled the car. And I'm just looking at her like, yo, so now we got to buy you a whole new car because guess what? When they pay your car off, they don't give you no money unless, you know, you're not upside down in the car. But when you're kind of like even in a car where you owe exactly how much the car is worth, no car. That means our down payment is gone. So I'm sitting here looking at her like, so I got to pay another couple $1,000s to put down on a car, and we got to start this whole process all over again. All because she failed to set boundaries with her family members. Somebody said no gap insurance. I don't remember. We were kids. I was like 20 something. I don't know. Maybe you had, maybe not. I don't know. But the bottom line is we had we did not set boundaries with our family members. But after that happened, 100%, because we had to talk. I had to sit down with her and be like, look, I'm just telling you this. Ain't nobody coming to live over here. Ain't nobody getting no car. And we're not letting nobody borrow no money over $500. So if you want to let somebody borrow $500, whatever, but we ain't doing that because that's going to we got kids. We got stuff we got to do. We got bills. We're not doing that. So in your life, I just want you to consider the fact that a man is going to marry into your family and you're going to marry into his family. So what if it's a man who has mommy issues? What if it's a man you're dating who has mommy issues and his mother was all in y'all's business? Put a 1 in the chat if you ever dated a mama's boy. What's up, Nicole? See, it's not just about women setting boundaries. It's about men setting boundaries also. Because remember, I told you in number 1 of the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman, you may be used to a man not setting boundaries with his mama because he's a mama's boy. And you think since men don't set boundaries with their family members, you don't have to set boundaries with your family members. But you get with a man like me and your family is all in all in our business, I'm finna leave your ass. Straight up. Get out. That's it. I don't have time for that. So number 2 is No boundaries are established with toxic family members. I am not interested in attaching myself to your family if you do not have boundaries. Okay. Number 3. Now, give me 5 more likes before we get to number 3. And I need everybody to take a deep breath. I need everybody to stand up because number 3 is going to hurt a little bit, y'all. I'm going to say it again. Number 3 is going to hurt because number 3 is the majority of you. So hit the like button, give me 5 more likes, and we can keep going. Number 3 is going to hurt. Destiny said, I'm standing. I need y'all to stand up for this because okay. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats you are about to drop in the chat. Hint, hint. So here we go. Number 3. You have mommy energy. You have mommy energy. You show signs that you mother men. Because it's bigger than being a fixer. You're a mother. You're a whole mother out here. And let me explain this, why I say it's so many of you. Because you were taught to be a mother. What's up, Maria? You were taught to be a mother. You were not taught to be a wife. Oh, hold on. Somebody says, what was number 2 again? Number 1 was your choices of men are terrible. Number 2, you have no boundaries established with your chaotic family members. And number 3 is you have mommy energy. And I need y'all to write this down. What's up, Paris? Because if you guys write this down, you can kind of like have notes on yourself and you'll be able to see if you fall off a little bit or, you know what I'm saying? And if you go out on a date with a guy and that guy is like not calling you back, you can go over your list and like, all right, let me see how I can improve instead of just being like, oh, these men ain't nothing. It's not us, it's y'all. And I'm not saying that it's not us, it's y'all. It's not ever them, it's always us. I'm talking like from a personal standpoint. I'm not gonna sit here and say, yo, these women, this and that. No, it's me. So you can't be saying, oh, these men are nope, it's you. Okay. All right. So you have mommy energy. You're showing signs that you mother not only men, you mother everybody. It's just who you are. Because you were raised by a single mom, and your single mom, what's up, Allison? A single mom does not know how to teach her daughter how to be a wife because she doesn't know how to be a wife. So the only thing your mom was good at teaching you is what her reality was, which is to be a mother. So all she could do is teach you how to be a mother, right? So you're just a mother with no kids, or a mother with kids and you get with a man and you mother him. And you have mommy energy. You walk slumped over. You walk like this. Or you walk with your shoulders up. Or you walk with your shoulders forward. Because you're a mommy. Mommies are always ready to grab somebody before they fall. So your shoulders are like this, just ready to protect other people. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit back and just chill, you know, and let your titties perk out. You don't do that because moms don't do that. Moms use their titties for milk instead of sexiness. All you are is a mom. You walk like a mom, talk like a mom, think like a mom. A lot of your conversations are about children and being a mom. And on top of that, you are a mother to your dolls at the age of 7. You were a mother to your siblings at the age of 12. You mommied your friends at the age of 20. And you mommied your own mother. Oh, I'm sorry. And you mommied your kids at the age of 25. And you mommied your own mother at the age of 30. Mommied your dolls, mommied your siblings, mommied your friends and family members. You mommied a kid. You mommied your mother. All of that mommying, you don't think you're going to mommy a man? You actually think you spent your whole life being a mother and you don't think you're going to mommy a man? It's like smoking for 20 years. And then you get with a guy who's like, yo, I need you to stop smoking. You ain't going to be able to just stop smoking like that. That's not how the brain works. That's not how habits work. And you wonder why your relationships keep failing, because only a certain type of man needs you to be his mommy. And it goes back to the Pookies and Ray Rays. A man like me, I'm going to be your daddy instead of you being my mommy. But you don't know how to take a man like me. Because you're so used to being a mom. You're so used to the men in your life and in your family bowing down to you. You're so used to the men in your life doing everything you say. And you're not used to anybody telling you what to do. So if you have mommy energy, I need you to understand that we don't want you. And just for the record, because I'm about solutions, what's up, Trinity? If you have these mommy tendencies because all you were taught to do in your whole life was be a mommy, you can join my coaching group as a woman. Or you can buy my course. All right, let me get 10 more likes if I could. I'm gonna type in some stuff real quick. Like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Okay. So I got that in the chat. MrLetGo.com. Go to MrLetGo.com and buy my course if you are open and real enough about yourself as a woman to admit that you have a problem with mommying. And it's called an attachment, emotional attachment blueprint, because it's an emotional attachment thing. You're attached to your identity as a mom. And the key to this course is to let go of that old identity and find a new identity as a potential wife, because nobody's going to marry a woman who's just simply a mother. So I got that in the chat, www.MrLetGo.com. Never want to be a man's mommy already raised my children. I got you. But it's about the habit. It's not about the want. People who smoke cigarettes don't want to smoke cigarettes, right? People who smoke cigarettes, they just smoke cigarettes. So it's not about what you want, it's about who you are. And you got to change your identity of the individual that you actually presently are. So it's not about what you want. All right. So yeah, your childhood life was hold on. Yeah. So that is number 3. Number 4, somebody says, I'm an independent alpha woman. See, this is the bull crap I'm talking about right here. I'm coming to you. You are number 7, Michelle. You are number 7. So I'm coming to you. Okay. I have you down for number 7, Michelle. All the independent woman crap. So I got you. I got you covered. So we're going to get to that in a minute. Number 4, and I hope everybody is writing this down because, hold on, Carmela said, wait, you want to be the daddy as in dad in a relationship? No, Carmela, I'm just joking. God, I'm just joking, Carmela. I'm not nobody's daddy. Golly, it's a joke. All right, excuse me. Number 4. Number 4 is going to hurt too, y'all. Number 4 is going to hurt too. Why do you get so offended with a woman say independent? We'll get to that, Moni. We'll get to that, Moni. We'll get to that. That is number 7. We're going to talk about that. Hit the like button, drop a super chat. Okay. Number 4. You have no physical discipline. I'll say it again. Number 4 of the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. And I'm not saying you are this, but I'm helping you see 10 things that you can potentially improve on. Because if you are not great at all 10 of these things, that means you may not be a good woman. Okay. So this may be you, this may not be you. All right. You have no physical discipline. The typical woman used to be 120 pounds when they were in the 12th grade. I'll say it again. The typical female was 120 pounds when they were in the 12th grade. You can look it up. It's an actual statistic. You are no longer 120 pounds, which is okay. You had a child, it's okay. But are you 220 pounds? Because my question would be, what happened between the 12th grade and, when you was like, what, 18, 19? And now that you're 30, what happened? If a man sees you just from a mathematical standpoint, go from 120 pounds to 220 pounds in 10 years, and you're 28 now or 30, wouldn't that mean, just from a mathematical standpoint, from 28 to 38, you're going to be 320 pounds? Okay, if you're 5'7", you're probably going to be 170. I get you. 5'7", 5'8", you're going to be like 160, 170. I understand that. Definitely have mothering. Didn't stand out. Sharetta, you can join my coaching group on IM_MrLetGo. Send me a DM on Instagram and either buy my course, which is up here, MrLetGo.com, or send me a DM and join my coaching group. Well, actually, my course is MrLetGo.com, and that's it. But if you want to join my coaching group, women only, it's www.MrLetGo.com/join, JOIN. So I don't really have to write it. So it's MrLetGo.com to get my course, and to join my coaching group, women only, is MrLetGo.com/join, JOIN. So I'm here to help. All right. So what happened? Camilla said lunchroom food. So that means lunchroom food didn't make you gain all this weight. Your food made you gain all this weight, right? So that means you aren't a good, you're not doing a good job at feeding yourself then, right? Because the second you graduate from high school, at some point, I understand, Camilla, at some point you actually get to the point where you start feeding yourself. And then you get out here in this world, you just like, like hunger hippo. You're like, I can buy whatever I want to do. Remember when you were a kid? Has anyone ever been a kid and they wanted to eat ice cream for dinner and eat cookies for lunch? Put a one in the chat if that was ever you. You ate candy, annihilators. What was your favorite candy? Are you that person as an adult? Are you that person as an adult? You gotta have some cupcakes. You gotta eat some ice cream. You actually eating ice cream at night. You eating chicken, fried chicken. You cook, and then when you cook all this freaking food. What was your favorite candy growing up? What's your favorite candy now? Because you probably still eat it. You are not physically disciplined. Somebody says they're vegan. I still eat hot chips. I can't believe I used to eat all those candies. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Chico sticks. That's what I'm saying, y'all. If you're an adult and you're still eating some of this stupid mess, that means you have no physical discipline. You're just eating anything you see. Let me tell you something. I barely eat French fries. I eat French fries sometimes. I tried to say I'm never going to eat French fries again. I eat bacon sometimes. I never eat ice cream. I never eat donuts because it's stupid food. Like, what are we eating this crap for? It's just stupid. Okay. So, and it's not just about the food you eat. It's about what are you doing with the food that you're eating. M&Ms, candy corns. Ugh. Okay. Terica flexing on us. She says she's 5'2", 135. All right. Okay, Terica. But we can't be sitting around eating annihilators and M&Ms as adults, y'all. So, yeah, it's guilty pleasure food, or Camilla, it's trauma pleasure food. See, some of you were traumatized and you got over your trauma as a child by eating cookies, the Chips Ahoy cookies, the little flower looking cookies with the hole in the middle, or the Chips Ahoy cookies. Mine was the Chips Ahoy cookies. But I used to have a couple hood rats back in the day that used to want me to bring them the little the sugar cookies that had the hole in the middle. They were like shaped like little flowers. Yeah, the hood rats loved them. I bring a whole, because it'd be like 1,000 cookies in one pack. Bring that 1,000 cookies over there, boy, she'll do anything for you. Woo! I used to love me some hood rats. So that was back in the day. But yeah, grown women still eating this 1,000 pack of cookies. It's disgusting. So, I just don't understand, y'all. Like, why are y'all so undisciplined with food? Reese's Cups, Face of Grace says, come on, y'all. So if you have no physical discipline because you eat everything you see, you still eating all these childhood candies and cupcakes and stuff, and you ain't going to the gym, you ain't working out, you ain't doing nothing. What? You actually think a man actually gonna want you? I like to watch a good movie with some milk and cookies. No, you still drinking milk? This is what I'm talking about. Forget about the cookies. Camilla says she drinks milk. That's nasty, Camilla. See, we grew up hearing milk does the body good, milk gives you strong bones. All of that stuff was a lie. Milk don't do nothing for you. It does something, but. And you grown, still drinking milk? Come on. So number four, almond milk. Yeah, almond milk is cool. I got almond milk in the refrigerator, but milk? When you say milk, that means milk. Ain't nobody who drinks almond milk going to say milk. They're going to say almond milk. So number four is you have no physical discipline. The typical female was 120 pounds when they were in the 12th grade. So it's important for you to pay attention to one particular thing. How many pounds have you gained since you were in the 12th grade? And it's okay. We all gain weight. But the question I want you to ask yourself is, how much weight did you gain? Because you can't blame that on your mama, because you were 120 pounds when you were in 12th grade. So your mama didn't make you fat. If you fat, you made you fat. So if you have no physical discipline, you are not a good woman. So in my notes, I said, do you have food discipline? How often do you go to the gym? Oh, I forgot about something, y'all. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. For those who just came in, hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, please. Hitting the like button on YouTube is cultural, and dropping a super chat in the chat, like, paying some money is cultural for YouTube. It's like when you go to a restaurant, they're not going to sit here and say, "Hey, give me a tip." But the culture of YouTube is tipping. So drop a super chat in the chat and hit the like button. It's just the culture of YouTube, just like the culture of a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my God. All right. Not only do you not have food discipline, not only are you not going to the gym, but you're a low-key alcoholic. You're a low-key alcoholic. Oh, the people on YouTube are like, there's no like button. You mean hit the hearts? Thank you for hitting the hearts on Instagram. But go over to YouTube, because I'm going to stop on Instagram after I finish number 4. And everybody on Instagram, if you want to hear the other 6, because I'm just on 4 now, because we're about to hit 5. If you want to know the other 6, you got to go over to MrLetGo on YouTube, because I'm going to shut Instagram down to get y'all butts to go over to YouTube. So go to MrLetGo on YouTube, because when I finish out number 4 about y'all being alcoholics, I'm shutting this down, and y'all ain't going to know the other 6. So to learn the other 6, go over to YouTube, MrLetGo on YouTube. Come over here, hit the like button, and say what's up in the comments. Go right now. Okay. Some of y'all are low-key alcoholics, y'all. Do y'all realize y'all are Pinot Grigio or whatever mess y'all be drinking every night? Do you realize how much sugar that crap has? They're grapes infused with alcohol. Facts. What's up with this inflammatory caption? Inflammatory caption? I don't understand. We're talking about what the caption is. What are you talking about? Yeah, red wine. Do you realize drinking a bottle of wine is actually worse than eating a hamburger? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you, Toya. I'll say this again. Do you know that drinking a glass of wine is actually worse than eating a hamburger? The wine has more sugar in it than a hamburger does. Now, if it's a cheeseburger, the cheeseburger has more than the wine. Why you may not be a good woman? Yes. So if you are drinking wine every night to calm your nerves for whatever reason, that means you have a nerve issue. Thank you, Sharetta. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. If you have a nerve issue and people keep getting on your nerves and you got to drink wine every night, you are a low-key alcoholic. You are a low-key alcoholic. And not only are you hurting your body, you're getting fat. No, Annette, no. Do what you want to do. I don't care. But I'm just letting you know that you get with a man, he ain't gonna be with you sitting there drinking all the time. So Annette, you can sit around drinking alcohol every night if you want to, but you ain't gonna have no man. How about White Claw hard seltzer? Camilla, just how about White Claw Fiji water? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about White Claw Fiji water? Talking about some seltzer. Do you? But I'm just saying. All right, Instagram. I'm about to go to number 5. So if you want to know the other 6 reasons, because I did 4, you want to know the other 6 reasons why you may not be a good good woman, not mother. Go to MrLetGo on YouTube because I'm about to shut this down. So you're not going to hear number 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10 if you stay over here because I'm going to shut it off. So, a lot of you ladies think you can just skip around eating candy, drinking wine, and just do whatever you want. You can, but ain't nobody gonna want to be with you. You're gonna be in your 40s still having situationships. You want to be in your 40s still having girlfriend, boyfriend situationships? You want to be in your 40s or 36 still wondering why no man don't want you? I'm trying to help y'all. Head to YouTube right now, y'all. Go to YouTube. Because y'all not going to hear number 5. I'm never going to tell women what to do, what not to do. But I can tell y'all what is happening. Okay? I could tell y'all what's actually happening in your lives. I ain't going to tell you what to do. But you want to keep skipping around, doing what you want to do, walk around with attitude, drinking wine, eating now laters, eating cookies, eating cake, eating crab legs. Do you know crab legs are like the roaches of the sea? Like y'all eat so much crap, it's disgusting. So yeah, Imagine a woman just skipping around like do, got some crab legs in one hand, got some wine in the other hand, got some annihilators in her pocket, eating M&Ms. Who in the world wants that? You're gonna give our kids diabetes through your womb because DNA, and you're gonna be feeding our kids annihilators and all this crap. Yeah. See, y'all love crab legs. It's okay. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna find no husband skipping around drinking wine, eating crab legs, and eating annihilators and stuff. So 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. So, all right, Instagram, I'm leaving. Go over to MrLetGo on YouTube right now. Y'all don't listen. If you want to hear 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, go now. Go now. These numbers need to go down. All right, so number 5. Hold on, just go. Yeah. Boom. All right, cool. All right, so number 5. I give everybody a second to go over. Crap. Hold on, let me turn on the ceiling fan, y'all. It's getting hot in here. What am I doing? Give me 1 second. Got to turn on the ceiling fan. All right. And are you guys enjoying this? Is this helpful? Do y'all feel attacked? Just want to make sure y'all good. Hey, I'm just here to help. Back from Instagram. What's up, Risha? I appreciate you. All right. So make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in, because I know y'all was hearing me say something about a like button. Now you're over here in the chat. Hit the like button under this video. All right. So number 5. Number 5 is you have limited emotional discipline. You have limited emotional discipline. Thank you so much, Camilla, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have limited emotional discipline. You are a 35-year-old child running around fussing with everybody, all in other people's comments, talking mess, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you act like a child. A lot of you guys either are grown children or you have best friends that are grown children. Ready to snap on people, always mad, always waiting to fight. You'll fight a man, you'll fight anybody. Why you want to fight so bad? Like, for what? You're a grown woman. Why are you looking to fight and argue? I will not buy milk anymore. Thank you so much, Camilla. Get you some almond milk. Almond milk is dope. You have limited emotional discipline. Are you a child emotionally? And this is important right here, y'all. When you've dealt with a significant amount of trauma, a lot of times, male and female, you are that same age that you were traumatized as a grown person. When you've dealt with a lot of trauma in a certain period of your life, you do not age or mature emotionally past that age. So if something happened to you at 12, something happened to you at 17, something happened to you at 14, and now you're 35, you are still 14 years old emotionally, because a certain part of your brain just shuts off in order to protect you, to keep you alive, because you've been traumatized so badly where a certain part of your brain kind of like separates from the rest of the brain. And next thing you know, you find yourself a little girl in a grown woman's body. Arrested Development. I remember them. So, do you have the tendency to want to snap on people? The key word is want to snap on people. Do you have a tendency to want to snap on people? That is an issue. Some of you actually are looking for the smoke. Some of y'all be on my stuff ready for the smoke. Like, for what? Why can't we just learn? Like what was it? Last night or the night before last, I was on live with somebody else. And my homeboy, Rashawn, and we were talking about some real life issues, right? And it was a great conversation. And he dropped those women down, and he had some more women coming up. And the woman was like, MrLetGo, I got something to say to you. I don't like your tone, and I don't like da-da-da-da-da. And I'm sitting here looking at her like, what do you have on what we're talking about? We're talking about solutions. No, I don't like this, da-da-da-da. And then another one, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, yo, man, what are we doing? That's an example of women who have not matured emotionally. They just want to fuss. They just want to argue about something. They just want to be, confrontational. If anybody seen me on live last night, you seen it. Last night, or it was the night before last. Yeah, you just did. It's one girl who literally, it was four of us on a live, right, on Instagram. It was four of us on a live. And it was a girl that came up and she said, you know what? I need everybody to be quiet for a second because I got something to say to MrLetGo. Everybody got quiet, y'all. And I was like, let's go. And I said, let's joust. Because I thought she was going to say some stuff and we was going to go back and forth. Guess what happened? She was like, well, I don't like when you said this. And I was like, okay, so I said this because of that. Now what? And everybody's sitting there looking at her like, you just came up on my live. It was him, not me. Came up on my live telling us to shut up. And you ain't even got nothing to say. She was a little girl in a grown woman's body. That's all that was. She was just a whole child out here in a grown woman's body. So number 5 is you have not matured emotionally. You just have breasts, but you ain't got nothing up here. You smart. You graduated from college, but you still act like a child. Has anybody, is it just me? Grown women run around acting like a child, fussing and all this stuff. Fussing with other women too. Y'all can't stand men. Y'all can't stand women. Y'all just be ready to fuss all the time. It's because, and then the second you do something wrong in life, you go blaming somebody else. That's childlike stuff. Have you ever had a child do some dumb stuff like stick something in a freaking light socket, something crazy, and then they get burnt, or they touch the oven or something, and then they get burnt, and they run to you and start pointing at the oven? Why are you pointing at the oven, little Johnny? That's dumb. Little Johnny ain't got no sense. Because why are you pointing at an inanimate object? I told you not to touch the oven, but you touch it anyway. And now you want to act like a little child. Well, you are a child, and blame the oven. Shout out to Brittany. Brittany is in my coaching group. Shout out to Brittany. If you're in my coaching group, say what's up, and I'll have your comment up here. Brittany says, I definitely was like this prior to your coaching group. Thank you so much, Brittany. Brittany is presently in my coaching group, and she's holding it down, doing a thing, learning, and we're growing. I love it. So we are ready to head to number 6. Number 5 was you have a low amount of discipline emotionally, and to a certain degree, you are a child emotionally. All right. Number 6. All right. No accountability for the accountability of a child. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of women have the accountability of a 7-year-old. How often do you go live? What are the times? I want to do certain times, Tia, but I'm not exactly sure. So the key is for everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And on top of that, hit the notification bell on the YouTube channel, the little bell next to it on the subscribe button, so you'll actually be able to be notified when I go live. And also, follow me on Instagram. It's IAM_MrLetGo, MrLetGo. Thank you so much, Naomi. Thank you for keeping it real, my brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so number 6. And remember, y'all, this ain't to beat y'all up. This is to help y'all so you can have a good understanding of what you can use or be doing or becoming to just be better. All right. Number 6. Number 6 is going to hurt a little bit, but it's important. Number 6 is you have no womb discipline. No womb discipline. You are not disciplined in your womb. Your womb and your split, because I don't want to say the word, are 2 different things. Say again. Your womb, which is where this water is, and your split, where this hole is, 2 different things. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? You can let a man get this, but he doesn't need to reach this, because this is where the eggs are, y'all. You got to hold your eggs up and protect them, okay? There's a big difference between the 2. Because this is not about sex. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do with their sex or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to protect your womb, because that's where your eggs are. You got to protect your eggs. You can have sex or whatever, but when you allow him to shoot something up in there and attach themselves to your eggs and make a baby, and the dude don't even want you. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. We've been on here for about 45 minutes. Everything been going good, and all of a sudden, the freaking Wi-Fi is messing up yet again. What in the world? Okay, but it is what it is. So you have no womb discipline. Once a new man comes, he's going to wonder what you have been doing with your womb. What have you been doing with your womb, y'all? That's a very important question, right? A man wants to know how have you been treating your womb? How have you been treating your eggs? Like, are you just running around letting any dude, treat you like a Twinkie? You ever wonder how the little white stuff got into the Twinkie? Like, what made it? Like, are you a Twinkie? Like, I want you to ask yourself a very important question. That question is this: when was the last time you've allowed a man to blank in you? Say it again. It's a very important question I need you to ask yourself. And this will tell you your level of womb discipline. Because like I said, there's a difference between here, which is your split, and here, which is your womb. When was the last time you've allowed a man to blank inside of you? That's a very important question. When was the last time you allowed a man to blank inside of you? Was it last week? Was it last month? Was it last year? You know, it was only February. If you've allowed a man to blank inside of you in 2022, you got some problems. If you allowed a man to blank inside of you in 2022, you got some problems. Because as of now, because somebody may look at this video in the future, but as of right now, it's February 10th. And if you letting dudes blank in you already, you have no womb discipline, and only a guy that's stupid would marry you because you're nasty. And hit the like button, y'all. Make sure to hit the like button. All right. Shantae says 13 years. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know I don't know what happened, Terica. Everything was looking good. I think everything's starting to look good now, but yeah, I don't know what happened. It is what it is. Okay. So it's almost like riding around in a beat up car. What if you met a guy, ladies? What if you met a guy and he pulls up in his beat up car, but it's clean? Like it's not a speck of dirt on it, but it has like about 9 big old dents on it. It got a dent on a fender, a dent over here. When you kind of look at him like, yo, what's up with your car? It's like you keep getting in accidents and stuff. It's like you don't know how to drive. Well, that's the same way we look at your womb. You may be smelling good. You may be looking good. Your hair is fixed. Your nails are done. But your womb is all beat up. Imagine meeting a guy and his car is super clean, but it has all these dents in it. It's beat up. He don't backed into something. He don't ran into something. When you look at this dude like, yo, you sure don't seem like you're a type of person that can treat something right. You can't take care of a car. That's the issue, y'all. So your womb, to a certain degree, we can't see it, but we can feel it. So if you have not let a man blank inside of you for a year or more, I appreciate you, and you are marriage material. But if you letting dudes blank all up in there, you are not marriage material at all. All right, so number 7. All right, this is the one that y'all wanted to know about. Number 7 of 10 reasons why you may not be you may not be a good woman, because you are independent. Because you are independent. Oh my God, this is sad, y'all. Oh my God. All right, Tab Black says, even your boyfriend? Can somebody answer that question for her? Can somebody please answer that question for her? Because she said, even your boyfriend, you shouldn't allow your boyfriend to blank inside of you. Can somebody please answer that for her? Because I might be a little extra. Can somebody in the chat answer that question for her? Thank you, Brittany. Yes, even your freaking boyfriend. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Some of y'all have no emotional maturity, and it's really sad, man. Grown women are asking questions like, wait, you shouldn't let your boyfriend blank inside of you? For what? It's sad. Okay, Jacqueline, the topic is the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. So, real quick, number one was your choices of men are terrible. Number two is you fail to set healthy boundaries with your chaotic family members. Number three is you have mommy energy. You run around mommying men, and then you wonder why they can't never get off their butts and do anything. Number four is you have no physical discipline. You skip around all day eating annihilators, cupcakes, drinking wine, and eating crab legs, and it's nasty. And you wonder why you're so overweight because you have no physical discipline. Ain't been to the gym in 2004. Number five is, and yes, wine is bad for you. Number five is you have limited emotional discipline. And that may be you, Tab Black. I'm not really sure. But for you to ask a question like that, we're here for you, but it's just important for you to just know that it's sad. But number five is you have no emotional discipline. You ready to fuss with people and fight with people and argue with people, and you don't even know why you fussing and fighting. And number six is where we are now. I'm sorry. Number six is you have no womb discipline. That means you letting anybody blank inside of you. So let me help you real quick. He's so upright. I think let go needs some. Okay. Oh, he's so uptight. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Okay. So look, this is the answer to the young lady's question because this is important because I'm here to help. If you're letting your boyfriend blank inside of you, what do you think is going to end up happening? You're going to end up pregnant. He's going to leave because he don't want to be with you. Tab, do you realize that he don't want to be with you? Hold on. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. And if anybody wants to come up, you can. For her sake. Because some of y'all might be like, what is wrong with you? You can't do this. You're whatever. So I just dropped the wait a moment, try again. Oh, whatever. All right, so he ain't your husband. Exactly. So if somebody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up. I just dropped the link in the chat. But you can't let your boyfriend blank in you. Why? What is the purpose of that? But the thing about it is, man, I want y'all to understand this from a man's standpoint. Because you may think, I'm on, you might say, hey, I'm on birth control. He can do whatever he wants. When you date a man, and hey,
hi, sorry, I'm driving.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. So, what are your thoughts on this? Or did you want to respond to Tab?
I want to respond to her because
Thank you.
You're welcome. I was in that situation. I was 22 when I had my first child. And,
make sure not to curse, but go ahead.
Huh?
Just make sure not to curse and say the N word or the R word. Okay, cool. Okay.
So I was 22 when I had my first child with my boyfriend, letting him,
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, it was like it's a done deal. There's no commitment. Like, well, I don't, he didn't want to be there, didn't want the child. So it's like, don't allow someone, if there's no commitment or them saying that, they want to be with you, it's just the commitment part. Because they can tell you all day, like, I want to be with you. But if there's if you're not married, you want to have the child, first off, be with the father, raise the child with both parents. Because that caused so much harm to the family, to the child, and trauma that you don't need. So firsthand, I know I will never, ever do something like that again. And if I had somebody to tell me when I was 21 years old, when I got pregnant about this, I probably would have listened. So listen to us. Do not allow your boyfriend
to blank inside of you. Right. Because the thing about it is, y'all, what you don't realize is you may say, that, you know, I'm on birth control. It's the habit. Because you can either miss a time or miss this or miss that. And next thing you know, you're pregnant. And just like you just said, what's your name?
My name is Alyssa.
Alyssa. I'm sorry, Alyssa. Just like she said, the second she got pregnant, the dude was like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Right? Do you know why he had so much of a drastic change? Because there's an actual reason why. Why? You know?
He wasn't ready, and that's not what he really wanted. What he wanted was to do the thing, and that's it.
That's it. So that's one. But the second thing is, we actually no longer see you as wife material once you let us do that. Because we just naturally going to be like, wow, so you just let me do this? You know, just think about whatever kinky, weird thing that a man wants to do, right? And you be like, no, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. And then one time you're like, you know what? And y'all still girlfriend, boyfriend, y'all not married. And then he's like, and you're like, I want to do this nasty, crazy, choke me type of thing, right? He's going to be like, oh, you want me to do that? Yeah, I want you to. He's no longer going to look at you as wife material because you want to do this weird, nasty, kinky thing. But you are like, you want to do it. How can you get mad at me for wanting to give you what you want? Because our jobs as men is to test your boundaries.
Yep. That part.
Our jobs are to test your boundaries. We want to blanken you. We want to use no condom. We want to do all this freaky stuff. But the day we do it is a day we don't want to be with you no more. Or the day we just don't see you as marriage material. And you sitting there like, wait, what happened? I don't understand.
Yeah, and I kind of have an embarrassing story. When I was younger, so the guy basically didn't want to use
protection.
Yes. And then so I was like, okay, well, fine. You know, after we finished, he was like, well, is that easy? He was like, that was easy. And I was like, wow. So I've come a long way, and I would not allow a man to disrespect me like that ever.
I'm going to tell you, I've done it. I've not wanted to use whatever, and she let me not use it. And instantly I seen her differently. We still mess around, but I instantly seen her as somebody that is no way in this world I would actually want to be with long term.
Right.
Instantly. So as men, sadly, ladies, I know it may be hurtful, but the day we step over your boundaries, we no longer want you. Because that tells me that you have remember, boundaries were number 2. That would tell me that you have weak boundaries. So another thing I want y'all to think about. If I can step over your boundaries like it's nothing, just boundaries, I'm just hopping over your boundaries, dancing over your boundaries, right? That might tell me that you don't have no boundaries with me. If I marry you, you might not have boundaries within the marriage, and you might like give somebody else some. Because your boundaries are so weak. Your discipline is so weak. You know, we looking at boundaries, lack of discipline, emotionally, habits. You can't let go of no habits. This would tell me that, you're not marriage material, because you might give somebody else some the second we start getting an argument, because your inhibitions may be weak, your boundaries may be weak, your emotional wherewithal may be weak, and you might want to give somebody some to make me jealous, or simply because you want to skip around and be like, you know what, I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm tired of this marriage stuff. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Me and my homegirl's gonna have a girls trip, and boom, you out here letting some random dude do all kinds of stuff, and then months later you turn around and say, I'm pregnant, and it's some dude in Tulum, baby. You know what I'm
saying? Facts, you right. Yeah.
So, you got anything else, or you want me to keep going?
I don't know. Just be smart, ladies. Don't allow me. Don't let anyone cross your boundaries. Make sure you guys have boundaries.
Thank you. I appreciate you pulling up. Thank you so much, Alyssa.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. But yeah, y'all, I needed that because some things you need to hear from a woman, because y'all sit around, he hates women, all this stupid stuff. No, I'm just here to inform you what men are actually doing. I'm trying to get this miss off my screen or whatever. Okay, so now we're on number 7. Number 7 is you're an independent woman. No man wants to marry an independent woman. It's stupid to be independent. But I have to give y'all grace because I actually did a video about a month ago apologizing to black women because I was running around saying being independent is stupid. Number 7 is you're an independent woman, and that's one reason why you're not a good woman, because good women aren't independent women. Good women are interdependent women. It's stupid to be independent, but I have to say but. So in a video I did about apologizing to black women, I just simply let you know that this independent woman mess is a part of your survival technique. It's the way you survive. It's the way you look at life and you feel like, if I walk around with a stink face, if I walk around with all tits and stuff, if I walk around being independent, won't nobody mess with me? And I do understand that to a certain degree, you don't want nobody to mess with you. It's scary out here being a woman. And being independent to a certain degree is part of your survival skills of just, staying to yourself, staying away from people, being by, all this stuff, being a loner. And it's lonely, but it's the way you're able to survive. And on top of that, is what your mom taught you also. So I can't necessarily be mad at you when the person that raised you taught you this dumb stuff. I got to be mad at your mom because, virtually every woman that you've ever been around taught you how to be independent or told you that being independent is where it's at. And it's not. It's actually stupid. But like I said, I have to give y'all a certain amount of grace because it's not necessarily your fault. So I don't want to just beat on y'all and talk a mess to y'all about being independent, because I can't rip that away from you because it's just who you are as a person. So I want to let y'all hear something. I should have had it ready, but I didn't. So I'm just going to be bootleg and do it like this. But I was just thinking about it. So listen to this.
This is interesting to me. You said, I don't need a man. What's wrong with needing a man?
I think it was the way I was raised. I was raised to be strong and independent and self-sufficient. And I was told that that's the kind of woman that men want.
Anything that keeps you self-sufficient and self-reliant is going to move you away from your desire to be partnered. So if you're saying I'm self-sufficient and I'm self-reliant and I don't need a man, that is incongruent with I want a partner. Now take your finger, this thing right here, and say F7, F7. Delete.
You know what I mean? We need more men to stand up and lead the way. Most women are trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way.
You know, I can lead in my household. I can do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. Stand up, be strong, be the, you know what I mean? And a dude come and you, everything about you is like a man.
This was very interesting.
So they both said the same thing. I was raised to think this dumb stuff. You know, it's independent woman crap. I was raised to think that. Your parents, well, your mom, your auntie, all these fat people in your life taught you to be independent. But the reason why they taught you to be this counterproductive, independent person is because they actually have an agenda. And that agenda is to keep you single. So when their manless asses, their husbandless asses, when they get old, they can come live with you. Do y'all realize that there's a specific reason why your mom and your aunt and your grandmother and other women in your family were teaching you to be independent? Because they don't want you to get married. I did a video about that. That video is called Were Our Black Families Being Ran Like Religious Cults? So go watch that on my YouTube channel also. Were black families, are black families raised, do black families operate like religious cults? Go watch that video after you watch this one. But overall, your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, your cousin, whoever is older than you, their jobs are to keep you single so they can have somewhere to live when they realize that they can't make money anymore at their jobs and they got to retire. And put a 1 in the chat if your mom tried to pull this on you. She taught you how to be single. Taught you how to be independent. And at some point you're single. And then next thing you know, here comes your mom or your auntie, your cousin, or your grandmother trying to go live with you. What am I supposed to do until my partner appears? What am I supposed to do until my partner appears? Hold on, let me see. Paste. Okay. All right. Ya, that's your name, Ya. You said, what am I supposed to do if my partner appears? Until my partner appears. Come up. Any of you can come up if you want to come up. Because this independent woman thing is important to discuss. So I want to spend a little bit more time on this independent woman mess, because so many of you have been taught this, and now you got a man telling you that is dumb, and you can easily find yourself just being confused. So 1, make sure to hit the like button. 2, somehow drop a super chat, because we're going to delve deep into this before we get to 8, 9, and 10. So if you want to come up, you can. If not, it's cool. But the answer to her question, y'all, what am I supposed to do until my partner appears? This has a lot to do with your environment, because possibly if you are in a better environment, you wouldn't feel the need to have to be independent. A lot of times we respond to our environment, and sometimes our environment is so scary, so abusive. Like if you're in New York, walking down the street, you're afraid of your own safety. She says bills need to be paid, trash needs to be taken out. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to be independent to pay bills. And that's the thing that I just don't understand, y'all. Why is it that a woman is independent simply because she has a job? Do y'all realize how just dumb that is? I want you to take a second and take yourself out of this independent, stupid mess for a second and say to yourself, what makes me independent? The answer is nothing, because you're not independent. I'm not independent. It's stupid. And it's part of your childlike part of you saying this. All right. Remember when you were little, you wore your mom's shoes or you wore your mom's pocketbook. That is the independent woman in you. You just want to be grown. But guess what? You are grown. You're an adult. Being independent has nothing to do with adulthood. Being independent means you don't need nobody to do nothing for you ever. And that is no person on the planet. The white man isn't independent. The white woman isn't independent. The Chinese or the Asian man isn't independent. The black man isn't independent. It isn't independent. And the black woman definitely isn't independent. We all need each other. You ever been to Chinatown or one of these Asian neighborhoods or Latino neighborhoods? They all depend on each other. They're a whole community of people who depend on each other. It's stupid. So what's going to hurt you is this dumb independent mess. I'm dependent on my friends, family. I'm dependent on YouTube. I'm dependent on Instagram. I'm dependent on these phones of mine. I'm dependent on everything. I don't know where this electricity is coming from these lights. I just pay a bill. I don't know where the lights actually come from. So I depend on an electric company. I don't know what happens to my pee when I flush the toilet. I just flush the toilet. And guess what? I don't care where it goes because it's not my business. But I'm dependent on where whoever takes my waste and takes it away from me, I'm happy. When I take the trash out, I don't know where that trash goes and what they do with my trash. I don't care. Why? Because I'm dependent on the trash people. So overall, being independent is just a stupid, counterproductive mindset that your mom, your aunt, and all these other fat people in your life taught you. And the reason why is because they know they can't get no man and they just want to run around being stupid. And then now when they get old, they're going to look for you to come live with. And if you get a husband, your husband is going to say, no, ain't nobody living with us. And your parents or your mom and your aunt, all these fat people are going to be out here looking crazy and not have anywhere to live. So their jobs are to, straight up, wait a minute. What do you mean I lost you? How? Hold on, let me back up. Okay. They talking about Jamie. Yeah. Tia says that's all I grew up with, a bunch of independent women with no men. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. These stupid women are trying to make y'all stupid. And I'm trying to help save y'all from being stupid. Being independent is stupid. All right, Jamie said, I think black women teach their daughters to be independent from personal and historic traumas. I think their traumas misconstrued what they really were trying to teach, which is being sufficient. Being an adult, y'all, that's all it takes. Just being an adult. I will actually try to share something. Let me see if it works. Hold on one second. Let me see if this works. I hope I don't mess nothing up. I'm gonna drop something in here and it may not work. So let's see what happens. This may be it. Okay, nope, that's not it. Remove from studio. So give me 1 second. This might be this other one. This one.
Breaking process of the African woman.
Okay, so this is it, y'all. Listen to how the slave owners taught all of y'all how to be independent. Listen to this. This is about independence right here.
Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. Nature had provided for this type of balance. We reversed nature by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state.
Do y'all hear that? Slave owners want you to be independent. The slave owners, the Willie Lynch letter taught you how to be independent. That's why it's stupid. You are following slave culture. How can you call women stupid? You come from a woman. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Okay. No, I need to address this for a second because this is stupid. Okay. Annette, you are a child. Okay. You are under one of these 10 reasons why you're not a good woman. You are a grown child. Does anybody in the chat want to explain to this freaking woman why she is a grown child? Okay, Shantae. Shantae is also a grown child. Shantae, you are a grown child. Does anybody want to explain why Annette and Shantae are grown children? If not, I'll say something myself. Okay, I'll say it myself. Not one time did anybody say women are stupid. I said being independent is stupid. But you heard women are stupid. Why? Because you don't have a lot of sense. Lamar said, ladies, pay attention. Lamar Booker says, ladies, pay attention. Some of you have zero sense. I said again, some of you have zero sense. Nobody said that women are stupid. I said being independent is stupid. It's a stupid mindset. And at the same time, I'm sitting here showing you where it actually came from. And all you have to say while I'm playing this is you calling women stupid. You ain't got no damn sense. So back to what I was saying to the people who have sense. It's just sad, man. It is sad. All y'all want to do is sit around instead of listening to the freaking information. God, it's sad, man. All right, here we go, y'all.
And run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. Because she is the most important factor for good economics. Nature had provided for the.
Oh, and Chantel says, can you rephrase? Can you use another word than stupid? The answer is no. I don't want to. We are all adults here, okay? And the thought, the word independent, and it's stupid, okay? So no, I'm not rephrasing nothing. You are a grown woman. If you can't deal with a word being stupid, because I didn't say a woman is stupid, the word independent is stupid. It's stupid, 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 stupid. If you don't have a problem, if you got a problem with it, there's nothing I can do about it. But that would prove that you are possibly a child in a grown one's body because you don't even understand that I'm saying a word is stupid and not a person is stupid, and you're still offended. Hit the like button, y'all. I'm just realizing that I'm in an apartment complex and the Wi-Fi is affected by the apartments. That's what's going on.
This type of balance. We reversed nature by her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independence.
Listen to what he's about to say. He's going to say the ordeal has caused the mother to raise their children in opposite roles. Listen.
She will raise her male and female offspring in reversed roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent.
And listen to how the slave owners teach the mom to raise their daughters. Listen to this, and the rest of you little children in this chat.
But physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent.
Okay. All right. So, Carmela, I dropped the link in the chat. Carmela, I dropped the link in the chat, so you can come up. You said you want to go live with me, so pull up. Just hit that link that's in the chat and pull up. So, I want to go on to number 8, but I want to make sure that the little goofy women in here. So number 6, it had just been no sex at all. Well, no, we're not going to go back to that or whatever. I guess we're on the toughest one out of all of them, which is this independent woman crap. But it is what it is, y'all. You know, I feel bad for y'all because, like I said, your mom taught you this stupid mess. And since your mom, I want y'all to look at your mom's body of work. Does your mom's life suck? Is your mom's life trash? Does your mom have a man? Does your mom have a husband? If not, why are you going to learn from somebody whose life is trash? You know what I'm saying? Just something for you to think about. All right, so we're going to move on to number 8, but hold up. Yeah, somebody wanted to go live and come up, so y'all can come up. But thank you so much. This live has been informative, and I have a couple of areas to work on. Thanks. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Because like I said, before this live started, y'all, I said, instead of being offended, try to learn something. But there's always somebody in the chat who's going to sit here, you said this, and ain't nobody said that. And that's what I'm saying. And you wonder why men don't want to be with you, because it's this stupid mess. You know what I'm saying? You can agree. Nobody cares, Tia. It's okay. Stay single. Be like your mom. Be like your mom. It's okay. It's totally okay. So, hold on. So last time, I'm going to drop the link in the chat because y'all keep saying y'all want to come up. So I got that in there. So, but until then, I'm going to move on to number 8 because I'm not going to go through this independent woman mess with you. You know, if you want to stay the independent, I don't care. It's your life. Makes no difference to me. Oh, here we go.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Good evening.
Good evening. So what are your thoughts? I had
a little trouble getting in here. I didn't know how to do it.
It's okay. Well, what are your thoughts?
Okay, Aaron, can I call you Aaron on this chat?
Yes, sure.
Listen, I mean, you get me a little confused, and I'm gonna go with the independent question.
Okay. Just make sure not to curse. Go ahead.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Being
okay.
the fact that I'm okay. Short story. Growing up.
No M, no R. Don't talk about that either. M and R. You know. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
because a lot of young women M and R, and I don't want to talk about that. So go ahead. Don't just want to.
no.
Go ahead.
Growing up,
Yeah.
you know, our parents. I'm Hispanic, but our parents, I'm Americanized because my mom is Cuban, my father's Dominican, but they came over here at a very young age. So basically, I'm American. I was born here. So growing up, they worked hard, whatever. They broke up. Me personally, I have a daughter today, and my daughter's she's old enough. She's 23. So at this point, all I did for her was to teach her to, of course, get her education, get her suitable job or whatever,
not get married.
Career, huh?
Not get married. You ain't teach her that?
To get married? I mean, of course. I mean, she's in a relationship. This is where I was gonna get into. She's in a relationship with her man, and she decided to move.
Her to be a wife is the question.
Correct. Yes, I gave her all this.
You did?
All the tools as a. But I couldn't do that as an example with her dad because her dad and I didn't last. But he's a great father to her. Even though we broke up at a very young age, she was always with him, all the vacations, everything. He's a good father, stand up, impeccable father. What I'm trying to say is, regardless, and she turned out to be, decent and well educated, and she knows how to treat her boyfriend, and so does he to her. But the point here is that I also try to install in her that she needed to be independent in her end because I needed her to fend for herself, if anything. I want her to continue that if she leaves when she left, that she's able to do things on her own.
But that's not independent.
So what is independent?
It's nothing. It's just like being an adult.
Okay, that's an adult.
You leave your mom's house and you get a job. You leave your mom's house, you go to college, and then you get an apartment, you buy a car.
Correct.
Why do y'all see that as being independent? You're just a grown-up.
Okay, so then that word possibly was used as in to fulfill all that. Then I'm saying I would love for her to fulfill.
Do you understand? Saying independent, it means you don't need no man or you don't need nobody's help. Like why would a woman, not just you, this just the black culture just makes no damn sense. Why would you train a young person to say, when you grow up, don't ask for nobody's help. You don't need no man. Like it just makes so much. It's sad.
No, I'm not saying that I taught her that because I think.
Well, that's what independent means.
Okay. All right. So what I'm getting at with you is that I'm asking you, was I wrong that now she is living with her man? They live together. They're not married.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
So
yes.
But she became an adult and decided to leave the house already on her own.
But you taught her to be independent. So and let me know if I'm wrong, because I don't know. Is he living with her or is she living with him?
They're both living together. They got this apartment together.
Why is he not marrying her?
Okay, they want to, but he wants to give her the perfect marriage, I guess. So that's what he told me when I told him.
That means he doesn't want to marry her. That's what it means. What the hell is a perfect marriage?
I think he wants that. No, I think he wants that luxury.
No. Men don't think in fantasy land. Who thinks in fantasy land? Men or women?
Women. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. They're both young. She's 23, he's 24. They think they got it all figured out.
Leon. They weren't taught. What is it? Eileen? I'm sorry, Eileen. They weren't taught. They weren't taught by their parents to get married.
No, I wanted her to get married, sir. And her father
There's
too.
A difference to want to do something and to teach somebody. You said it yourself. I wasn't married, so I didn't teach them.
No. I told you that her dad and I never got married, so I wasn't able to show that example to her.
Meaning taught.
Yes, but
meaning teach.
Okay, Aaron, but you have to understand that and you were married, you got your kids. I don't know how old they are, but I'm saying these kids And I'm not saying that I'm not still trying till today. I didn't give up on her.
No, Leanne. I mean,
Eileen.
Eileen. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the word. I'm sorry. It looks like two L's. I'm sorry, Eileen.
It does. It does.
I need you to know that we can't go back. It's okay, but our young people do not think about marriage because our parents don't bring this shit up.
I did. That's why I'm trying to give you this. I did. I want that. I still want that for her. And I used to talk to her about that all the time. How I wanted her.
Why are they living together?
Why are they living together?
Yeah, instead of getting married. What are they doing?
They want to live this, they think this is okay. Like this is good enough.
Okay, well, you could have told her like, yo, never live with a man until he marries you. Did you ever tell her that?
Yes, I did. I even told him you should be exiting. She should be exiting my house married, not because you guys want to. But she got to the age that says you can't tell me nothing.
So is there a reason why she's doing this? Because I'm about the kids.
Okay, what do you mean? Reason
is
they
there
wanted
a reason
to live?
Why? What is her purpose of all of this?
Of living on her own?
Yes. No, with a man. She's not living on her own. She's living with a man.
Right, her man. Mm-hmm.
Without being married. What is the purpose of this?
What was her purpose when she left? Because she's got a year. She just made a year.
What is the purpose of her and a man living together? Is the question.
Being on her own, being able to just be an adult.
So
she didn't want to live. Married. She didn't want to live anymore.
It's not to be married.
With her man.
It's not to be married.
Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, I was not going to allow him to stay here. So she didn't like that.
Allow him to stay here? What?
Yeah, stay in the house. Like when.
Why would a man want to live in your what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because this is the thing. These kids of now, they feel because they're adults.
It's not these kids of now. It's these kids' choices.
Okay.
Choices. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She went and found the homeless dude that ain't got nowhere to stay. She did that.
He wasn't a homeless. No, he wasn't homeless. He was in college.
Why is he trying to live with you then?
Excuse me?
Why is he trying to live with you? Because he was homeless.
No. Meaning she wanted late night stays. Like, it wasn't gonna happen.
Does he have his own place before he got with her?
No, he lived in his mom's house. They're both young.
Stop. Meaning he's homeless. Okay. Homeless.
He lived in his house with his mom, just like homeless.
That means he's homeless. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's his mom's house. Mm-hmm. Homeless means what?
You don't own the home.
You don't have a home. Thank you. So say it with me.
You don't own the home. You don't have a home. I know.
Right. Your daughter's boyfriend was homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He does not have a home.
And neither did she then.
And that is not about her. It's about him.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Okay.
Why would you want to be with a man that doesn't have somewhere to live provided for his girlfriend or wife? You go out and get you a home first. Then you go get a woman. Okay?
And those are the talks that I had with him. I did have those talks with him. I did. I said I would prefer that you own a property before you guys start thinking about marriage.
Right.
You think about owning something before you
No. See, this is one of the reasons why young people are messed up. Mm-hmm. Before you get with my daughter, you need to go get a home. He's with her now. So now he's hearing you saying, I need you to have a home before y'all get married. So now he's like, okay, so we ain't gonna get married until I get a home.
Mm-hmm.
You see how backward that is? No, don't take my daughter out of my house. You go get a home.
Right.
They living together now. So now that y'all living together, y'all need to get married.
Mm-hmm.
They skip steps. See, as Black people, we don't care about steps. We just skip steps. Like I told you earlier, y'all just be skipping around, drinking alcohol, eating crab legs and now-laters and eating whatever food y'all want to because y'all think y'all grown. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
No?
I mean, it's a little bit exaggerated, but I understand what you're the
No.
concept. I understand what you're trying to, get at. I know what you're trying to say, but
Brittany is in my coaching group. Standards and requirements. What standards does your daughter have? What
those
does
are
she
the standards.
require?
But those were the standards that I was trying to implement for her
But
to
does
have.
that mean your daughter
But
has no
because
standards?
excuse me,
Does that mean your daughter has no standards, no requirements?
I believe that it's a
Yes or
stubborn.
no?
She's stubborn.
Which means she has no standards or requirements, right?
As of right now, I guess not. No.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not going at you or nothing like that.
No, I know.
Because sometimes our kids just go do stupid stuff.
No, and
Yeah,
it hurts and it bothers because
Yeah.
to hear it like this and this platform, you repeat it. Many other places I've heard it. That I wish I can have her listen and listen to these older men.
You can.
Yeah, but guess what? Now, if I tell her to do these things, like to chime into your lives or any other lives
No. When this is over, all you have to do is take the link and send it to her text. And say, hey, I want you to listen to this. And it's going to say 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. And just say, hey, see how many of these are you're not or you are, and see what you think. And then she's going to run into you when she gets to number 8. And she's going to be like, my mama is on here. What in the world? And then she's going to hear Brittany on this screen right here say standards and requirements. And she's going to be like, so do I got standards and requirements? No. Yeah. Why am I just letting this
she's also going to blame me.
Who fresh out his mama house? Hey, let's go get somewhere to stay.
Right, but she's also going to blame me.
I did that as a kid. Okay? I wouldn't leave my mama house. I was just trying to find any chick that I'm gonna we could, because back in the day, all these chicks was just getting their own apartment off of Section 8. And I just wouldn't leave my mama house. That's the first girlfriend before. I didn't care who the woman was. And the same thing is going on with your daughter's boyfriend. He don't care about your daughter. He just wanted to leave his mama house. And your daughter just wanted to leave your house. They ain't gonna get married. They're gonna make babies, break up, and be looking stupid. And the guy that your daughter is with is gonna be some loser, and he ain't gonna take care of his kids.
I don't want to think like that.
It's not about what you want. It's about what you require.
I mean, he was a good kid. I'm not gonna front. He was in college. He was away. He was
okay. Why he ain't still in college?
Because he dropped off. He felt like he wanted to become a rapper. This is the life that they choose. But
I get it. But this is the woman. I mean, this is the man your daughter is choosing.
Right.
And I'm just letting you know that it's nothing we can do, but we can send her this video. You can send him this video. And I said to yourself, sir, you are a loser. And you know you are not going to marry that girl. You just need somewhere to stay. And I would say for you to break up with this woman's daughter and go find your ass somewhere to stay and stop trying to get half rent from this woman before you get her pregnant. Because when you get her pregnant, you don't make enough money. You don't even have enough of a future to take care of a freaking child. So leave this girl's daughter alone. Because you, at this particular point in your life, are a loser. Go find your life, find your purpose, and stop trying to find a woman to live with so you can get out your mama house. Go back and live with your mama until you find your purpose. It's okay to live with your mama. Just leave these women alone, because I'm tired of y'all goofballs making children that you can't or won't or don't want to take care of. I'm sick of y'all. And I'm talking to the dude, not you.
Yeah, I know. So then when I send it,
you freaking loser. And hold on, prove me wrong if you're not a loser, and marry her daughter. Marry her daughter if you're not a loser. I know what you're doing. You just needed a way to move out of your mama house. Because I was a loser at some point.
Yeah.
Go find your freaking purpose. Leave these damn girls alone before you make a damn baby that you can't take care of.
No.
So I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
No,
Tired
I
of these
know.
freaking losers out here using women.
So, but what I'm saying is, okay, because of me being also a prime example, I guess, because I'm not married and I'm, you know, I wasn't able to show her that either as of now,
Yeah.
and as she got, you know, in her adulthood, I'm at fault, let's just say. But I'm just trying to tell you when it comes to that number 7 or 8, I think,
Yeah.
of independent, I'm saying
Mhm.
all I did was try to raise my daughter to, you know, be an adult, of course, get herself together,
Yeah.
because I'm not going to be here forever, and that,
Right.
you know, and for her to be able to hold her own on her own.
Mhm.
Granted, I would want her to be married,
Right.
and someday, you know, that the husband would take care of her, but that, you know, that she knows that in this world that we live in, this economy that we living in today, that there's possibility that you're going to have to share bills. Let's just say, I don't know.
With your husband, though.
With your husband, right? But it's in a, yeah, and I definitely wanted her to have kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Already married.
It's just everybody just living with each other. It's just stupid. It's stupid.
I know her
know?
father lives in Vegas, so he doesn't have too much control of how to go about things. But she does visit him, and he's met her. I mean, he's met him already. You know, I've asked her because her father's very his attitude is very strong. He's very strong-minded, and I'm sure that he's very upset of how they went about things too. But it's that
He don't even count because he ain't even around. So forget him.
Why he doesn't count? What do you mean? He's in her life. He just lives in a different state.
No, he's not. He's not around. He's not around.
Physically, though.
So he's trash too. Tired of these
Come on,
freaking
Aaron,
dudes.
stop. Don't do that.
Sorry. When last time you seen her?
She went for the holidays. She goes all the time. It doesn't listen.
How often though? How often?
Well, she's an adult now, so she goes only around the holidays. For the
When
holidays,
she was young, how often did he see her?
Oh, every summer they used to with him. All the
every summer.
I mean, because she had school here, Aaron. She had school here. She couldn't take breaks.
Okay, he could be taking her to school.
Well, he didn't live in New York. He lived.
Okay, so why did he move?
So he should do a Kanye, live across the street, the house across the street.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
I think that was good too. I think that would have been great. But he didn't want to.
All I'm saying is, this is the reason why we need to be married. Okay.
Correct. But I wanted to. But
hold on. Somebody said, "Where are my kids?" I'm gonna show you something. You can't see it, so I want to show you right here. Do you see that there is a number next to this text message? I don't know if you see that. I'm gonna hit it because I ain't seen it. Mm-hmm. My daughter has texted me. Okay, me, my daughter, and my ex-wife are in a group chat. You probably can't see this. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. So my daughter just texted me. Okay. Got off the phone with my daughter yesterday. Okay. My daughter is married. Okay. And she just had a baby. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm waiting on my daughter to go home from the hospital so I can go see my daughter. My kids are grown. And I still spend time with them. And I see them. And I'm all in their business.
Because your guys close. You live close by, right?
Why would I be in a group chat with my ex-wife, my daughters, and their husband? Why? Because I'm in their freaking life. That's the difference.
But so is he too.
No. Somebody will want to say, "Where are your kids?" Okay. Shut up, person. Just stupid, man. Just get on my damn nerves. They always, like, it just makes me sick when women just want to argue when I'm actually making a point. And all they want to do is be like grown ass children. Point. Yeah, where's your child? Shut up. God, it's just ignorant.
Aaron, you make a strong, valid point.
And I'm getting on men and not talking about the women. And you're saying, yeah. It's just stupid. And it's sometimes it just gets annoying when I'm like, yo, so many of these women are like grown children and they have no common sense sometimes. Why do I do it? Because so many women are grown children and don't have common sense sometimes.
Right.
So that's the reason why I do it. Because of these stupid ass comments, that's the reason why I do it. Because at the end of the day, that shows me that I'm still needed out here. Does that make sense?
Right. And what I was trying to say is that you make very strong, valid points. I wish there were a lot of Aarons back in the days, you know?
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Yeah.
That would have helped a lot of, you know, but at the end of the day, it's all about self-evaluation and actually, you know, reevaluating how you are, you know, you grew up and making changes. In my end, I had one daughter, so you know, as I have a daughter, so I have to work with that on her. But at the end of the day, she's getting older and she's making her own decisions. You know what I mean? Like all the things that we try to install in her when she was 16, 17, 18, 19, you know, her father and I, you know, it went through the one ear, and now she's, you know, her father's married too. So it's not like, you know, she sees a married life, you know, she sees two different type of, but it is what it is, you know. But I think
said her father's married?
Yeah, he's married. And he after 19 years, he wound up having another kid. After 19 years, he wound up having another kid. So she has a little sibling now.
So he's not trash then. So
no, he's not at all. That's what I was trying to tell you. He's not at all.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So, but you know,
I
thank
just
you.
I just want all of us, men and women, to just do better and make sure our kids are okay. And when your kid is 19, 20, like they need you more than they did when they were little almost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I stay in my kids' business. I stay in their face. I stay fussing. I sat down with my daughter's husband now with another dude, and we ready to beat him up if he say some wrong stuff. Like I vetted him like in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a plan just in case it don't go right or whatever to get this dude out of here. He literally had to pass a test. That's how important my kid is. And he passed with flying colors. And the dude that I had with me was looking at me crazy like, bro, why are you putting this dude through all this stuff? He's a good guy. He got mad at me. This dude is a good guy. What is wrong with you? And I'm like, bro, you right. And I was like, this is just daddy stuff. I gave him a hug and I told him, you know, like, it's all good. You can marry my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was hard on him. But at the end of the day, that's what we need. We need fathers. We need men to vet these dudes. He was like, he was a good dude. The dude was looking at me like, bro, he's a good dude. Why are you so hard? I was like, you're right. I'm not gonna be hard on him no more. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy, a real good guy. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of the family that we still have all together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we're all together, working together. Go ahead.
But see how you said I'm proud of the family we have. Sometimes you give off different because you make it seem like you must be together. And even though you and your wife are not together anymore, your ex-wife are not together anymore, you still have a good relationship, and that's what definitely counts, regardless. And you know, I think if you have that, that's all you need. You can have a blended family. You can go off and, you know, marry someone else yourself, marry someone else, and she go on. And still, if you guys have that strong relationship, I don't see nothing wrong with raising your kids co-parenting, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
I'm gonna let you guys go in.
Okay. So you out?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Okay. I appreciate you pulling up, you know what I'm saying? And let your daughter and I don't know, whatever you call, I'm gonna say stepdaughter, stepson, whoever this dude is, Like, just stay in a business. You know what I mean?
I am. I definitely am. Yeah.
Don't be controlling or whatever, but just stay in a business. Like, what y'all over here doing? Like, why? When you gonna marry this woman? Do you want to marry her?
Right. Once the wedding.
Because right now they ain't had no baby yet. We gotta stop them. It's like we're like superheroes, and we're like, they must be stopped. We can't allow them to have a fatherless baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like the super friends, and they get together in these movies or whatever, they must be stopped. We got to get the whatevers, the Infinity Stones. They must be stopped. We don't know
Aaron,
now.
You be getting animated. You be going real animated.
Yes. We don't know if this dude is the enemy or ally. So at this particular point, he must be stopped. Don't let this man get your freaking child pregnant.
Right.
Because he may be trash.
Right.
All right.
We gotta work on that.
All right. Have a good one, okay?
Bye.
Bye. All right, brother. What's going on with you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I like your setup, man.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I saw I just got done doing an 8-hour live stream, so I'm a little bit weary, but I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna rock it out.
Right.
The chaotic. My name is the Chaotic Truth.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. I do a little black conservative, not a little, but black conservative topics, political topics. I've been doing a lot of race topics the past few episodes.
Okay. Well, what do you think about what we're talking about now?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I normally I would just say, okay. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. One of the reasons why a lot of women are single, especially over 30, is it's a few reasons, but one of the major reasons is that women over 30 have failed to realize that they are not the prize. A lot of women basically are so brainwashed, so enamored with the idea that they are the princess, that they carry this over into old age. And unfortunately, old age is 27, 28 after hitting the wall. A lot of women are unaware of this. Am I getting too out of pocket here?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay. Actually, yeah, man.
Okay,
I get what you're saying, but
sorry.
I disagree, brother.
Yeah,
you good. But I totally disagree. Okay. I don't believe in this stupid wall and all this. It's just dumb stuff. Okay. Because it's not. Hold on. It's not helpful to women.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do anything about if you're 30 and some idiot is telling me you hit the wall. Well, what can you do with that? It's stupid. Okay. So let me say this. At the end of the day, I'm here for the kids. All right. The children that these women are having, I'm trying to help them, not help the kid, but help the parent the kid better. Just like the young lady was on here. She has a grown daughter, right? Me and her are working to help her daughter before she has a freaking kid and ruins her life. You feel me? Because the mom wasn't married. So the key to this is like a little bit of this. I understand what you're saying. A 30-year-old woman, if she was to change her mindset, she would be straight, no problem, even if she got kids. Because at the end of the day, a man wants more of her mind than her womb. Some men don't want kids. Some men do want kids. But what are you doing with up here with your attitude, the way you see things? Do you trust men? And if I can get women, or we can get women to actually start learning how to trust men, and men start learning how to trust women, because we don't trust women either, bro. If we can start trusting each other and seeing each other as assets instead of liabilities, because women see men as liabilities, just like with her and her daughter's boyfriend. He wanted to move in with the mom, and the mom said no, because he's just trying to get out of his mama house. So they end up getting their own apartment or whatever, but he don't want to be with her. He was just trying to leave out his mama house. Did you hear that story? I don't know when you came.
I just came in like a few minutes ago. I saw your live stream.
Okay, well, the young lady that was just up here, she has a daughter. She's grown, and the daughter and the boyfriend is living together. And she admitted that the boyfriend wanted to come move in with them first. He's just trying to get out of his mama house.
Okay.
And now they're living together. And I'm just like letting her know, like, yo, we still got an opportunity to get this dude out of here, or either get them to actually have a purpose in being together, because at some point she's going to get pregnant and it's going to be another fatherless child out here looking dumb. You feel me? So that's the thing. Not all this, oh, you hit the wall. Okay. So tell me about this hit the wall mess. Okay. A woman hits the wall. What, her life is over? What does that do now?
No, not at all. Again, I hear you out. So no, there is a biological wall for women, and it's about 28 or 29, and there's a reason for that. But
the question is, what do they do with this stupid wall mess? What do they do with it? What is the thought process? Okay, I hit the wall. Now what?
Hear me out for a minute. I'm married. So I just got married back in August.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. When women who are still single post wall, the best thing to do is to cultivate your domestication skills at a high level. Learn how to cook, learn how to clean, learn how to cater to a man. Men are the prize. And I'm not trying to be misogynistic. I'm not trying to be chauvinistic.
I would say a husband is the prize and not men.
So, and I'm glad you said that. And
a husband is the prize.
Perfect.
I just want to hold on. Let me just reiterate to everybody.
Yeah.
A husband is the prize, not men.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the key to this is being in a married, happy household. So a husband is the prize and a wife is a prize. So I will say husbandhood is the prize.
Right. Exactly.
Not a man.
Right.
Go ahead.
So one of the reasons why a woman should become a domestic is to win over a man that is the proper suitor to become a husband. So, for example, the older a woman gets, she's going to have to realize that men eventually become higher earners. Men eventually, most times, get a higher status in life. And to win that affection of the man and to want that man to become the husband, she should become more domestic. Thus, she will
want that man to want to be a husband.
No, she should want that man to be her husband, so she can treat him, and he will treat her like a prize. That's all I'm saying. I'm married. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Listen. I get what you're saying. It's just a difference in opinion. Okay?
Absolutely.
The name of this show is the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. Okay.
And I'm trying to say it. Yeah. I'm trying to say the reasons why.
Right. So, so let me go to number 8, and you're free to hang out.
Sure. Thanks.
But number 8, because I want to see what you have to say about this, because you're married. Number 8 has a lot to do with what you're saying. Number 8 is you don't understand, nor are you interested in understanding men. You don't like your kids, to be honest with you. Your kids are most likely coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't really like their kids. Their kids are annoying and they holler at them and they fuss at them and they just want them to shut up and get out the way and just provide Section 8 housing for them.
Okay.
To be honest with you. Did you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think women really care about their kids like they act like they do, because you could tell how women treat their kids. It's kind of bad. You know what I mean? So yeah. So number 8 is you don't understand men, nor are you interested in understanding men. So what do you think about that?
I totally agree. That's one of the reasons why a lot of women are single, because they don't understand men. They don't understand the culture of men. Exactly. I totally agree with you. And if I could piggyback off of that, Are you suggesting that men should be with women who have children already? You're frozen. I think he's frozen. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see here. Let me see real quick. I think he's frozen. Is he frozen? Or am I frozen on my end? I don't know. I think he's frozen, yeah. Well, guys, I don't know whether he's frozen or not, but the whole purpose. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you were frozen.
Yeah, like I don't know what in the world. Everything was going good until about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know what the heck is going on with.
No, you're good now. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we good now. All right. What was you saying?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. You know, your eighth reasoning why a lot of women are single is because they don't know men. They don't care to even know or understand men.
Right.
So I think the idea is that a lot of women should learn, and what I say is that they should have learned it from their parents, you know, particularly their mom. That's why I always say, you know, I was a teacher back in the day, but you know, you got the vet, and you know, you got to vet a woman who comes from a nuclear family as a benchmark, because at least she knows, because at least the idea is that she would have seen her mother work with her father, you know. So that's the reason why, you know, a lot of times women from single parent households, she didn't see her mom work with a man or understand or even try to understand men, because there's always men in and out the household, you know. And I know a lot of people get mad at me for saying that on my channel, but it's the truth. So yeah, you got to set those benchmarks.
Yeah. So
what's your number 9? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm about to go to number 9. So ladies, I just think it's important for you to just take the time to find ways to learn about men. Like there are books on men. Be around men. I have a coaching group. You can join my coaching group, women only, or you can actually I have a course. I'm not here to say y'all anything, but at the end of the day, it's important for you to prove to yourself that you want to learn more about men. You want to understand men. What have Risha says, what women have you dealt with? I don't know what you're talking about. But
I'm sorry. So to answer that question, what women have I dealt with? Listen, like most men, you know, I've been with a lot of women, and you know, I grew up in a nuclear family, so I know how a nuclear family runs and operates. But yeah, I've slept with a lot of women. But in terms of dealing with women, in terms of relationships, I've only dealt with women who come from a certain background.
Facts.
And I'm talking about in dating seriously. So if you don't come from a nuclear family, if you're not conservative, I don't deal with. I generally don't deal with women like that. And I'm married now. But even when I was in college, I only really dealt with women who came from a nuclear background. I only dealt with women who wore dresses down to their ankles. I didn't deal with women who had tattoos. I didn't deal with women. I don't get me wrong. I slept with women like that, but I didn't deal with them. After the night was over, I'm out, because it's like I already know what that leads.
Where it's going to go.
The colored hair, the tattoos, a lot of times that is just a problem in itself. So, but no, I didn't. No, so I learned from an early age who to deal with and who not to deal with.
That's a fact. So y'all says, is it a two-way street? Yes, and it is a two-way street. I teach women in my coaching group. I'm a coach for women. I'm a coach, period. I coach men also, but I coach women to not only learn more about themselves. We go over books. One of the books we go over is Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. That's very important to learn about. But it's about understanding yourself, figuring out who you are as an individual, and also understanding men also. So it's like understanding men and understanding yourself. Because if you don't know where you want to go, you know, how many times have you asked a woman, like not your wife, but just a woman, like what you want to eat? She don't even know what the hell she want to eat, let
That's
alone
why you
what
have to
she
order
want in
for
life.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So overall, women don't even know what the hell they want to eat, let alone like what they want in a man. So I give women, just like I'm doing in this particular show, an understanding of like, yo, I don't even know what I want. Let me figure out what I want. Let me figure out what my standards and requirements are. And then once you realize what your standards and requirements are, then you can look at yourself and just say, okay, why are my standards so high? What am I doing in my life? You know, what are my habits? You know what I'm saying? And once you like start building a certain amount of I'm not gonna say dignity, but dignity has a lot to do with it, because a lot of men and women, they don't have any dignity in what they're doing. They just cuss and they do all this other stuff. They cuss at, you know, they cuss at people that there's no emotional understanding of why they do what they do. They're just acting out their trauma. And you wonder why men and women are still single. So my whole point is, once we learn a certain amount of discipline, a certain amount of dignity, we'll be okay. So that's what I actually teach. So number 9, we'll do number 9 and 10. Number 9 is you stay in relationships way too long. You stay in relationships way too long. And then when you get out of this long relationship, you are, or you feel like you're damaged, and you start thinking that all men are like the guy that you stayed with. But the problem is, you got to look inside of yourself and ask yourself, why did you stay with a crappy person or an abusive person for so long? That's a you thing. Why were you afraid to leave? And it may be a valid reason, but you got to be aware of why you didn't leave. Because when you put your hand on a stove, we all put our hand on a stove. None of us are damaged by the stove, right? You hold your hand up, nothing on the hands. But we all have burnt ourselves in certain situations. But the people who left their hand on the stove, those are the people who has a discoloration on your hands and stuff, because they stayed in the fire, whether it was for whatever reason. When you stay in the fire, when you stay in the problem too long, that is when you're able to see and feel the damage that happened from the fire. We all have felt fire before, but we're not damaged. You end up being damaged by staying in a bad situation. So women stay in relationships way too long, and they end up finding themselves emotionally damaged, and they don't know what to do with themselves when they get out, and they don't get therapy when they get out. And that is actually number 10. So you stay in relationships too long, and you know the man don't want to be with you. You know the man is trash. You know the man is never going to be whatever it is you want him to be, and you stay with him anyway instead of leaving. And then you don't get therapy after you get out of the relationship, and you will admit to everybody that wants to listen that you're damaged and you're hurt from the person, but you don't get any therapy to deal with it. And that is number 9 and number 10. So number 9 is you stay in relationships way too damn long. And number 10 is you never get therapy. You have never gotten therapy. You have never gotten coaching. The women in my coaching group, I tell them when they go out on a date, at some point in the conversation, let him know that you are presently being coached by a man, and see how his face lights up. He's going to be like, wait, you're being coached by a man? Yeah, I'm learning how to have standards and requirements. I'm learning how to, require marriage. I'm learning what men think or how men think. So I have a better understanding of men. So when I actually start dating, I'm not like this ditzy girl. No, I understand how men think. I know that men need peace. I'm not going to be running around like, with an attitude all the time, because at the end of the day, I understand what men want, what men need, and now I understand what I want and what I need, so I can have a certain level of standards when I get out here in the dating world. And I know to get what I actually want because I know how to treat a man. So it goes both ways. What do you think about those two, brother? Hold up. For some reason, I don't hear you.
It was on mute. Sorry.
Okay, go.
Like I said, I think that you have awesome points, man, and I think that your points are definitely beneficial to women who are or who do fit this category. But I have to get up out of here. But I do have to say this: the key to it all, in my opinion, is to women. If you are, first of all, you shouldn't be in a relationship for a long extended period of time. You should probably know who you want to marry and be with for the rest of your life within in my opinion, 6 months to a year. I'm not saying that it's a perfect way, but if you look at other cultural groups, they're in and out. They'll date a year, they're married. And that's why a lot of white girls are married at 22, 23. Are their marriages perfect? And maybe not. Most marriages end in divorce. That's 50%.
Yeah, they end up being a divorce too. But yeah,
you shouldn't be. Yeah, but this whole, I hate to say this, man, but a lot of black relationships, relationships are 5-6 years and no marriage. Guys, the purpose of a marriage is we have to start building, and marriage is key to it. So yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
All right, thank you, brother. And I just subscribed to your channel, so let me know if you because you said you was on an 8-hour chat. I'm like, what the hell? But but yeah, let me know. I'll pull up on you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM or like send me the link or whatever, because
Okay.
I am _ MrLetGo. That way you can just send me the link to when you have a video up, and I can just pull up that way. You feel me?
Sounds good. Yep. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
And I'll be back. You too.
Okay. All right.
Peace.
So, Master F says to understand a man is to understand the mindset of knowing what he is truly there for. Love. If a woman focuses on the heart instead of focusing on what he says, you will truly understand how a man works. I can't really agree or disagree with that because I don't really understand what it means. It sounds a little methodical. So, okay. All right. I can already tell a woman you choose to deal with is chaotic. All right. So, that man was married. So he already chose this woman, and I'm quite sure she isn't chaotic. So, quick question for y'all, because we ran through 8, 9, and 10 pretty quick. So before we leave, do you guys have any questions about 7, 8, 9, and 10? Because they kind of like coincide with each other. 7, being an independent woman is stupid. Okay. 8 is you don't understand men, nor do you want to understand men. That kind of like goes right along with each other, right? Because if you understood men a little bit more, you would be able to realize that being an independent woman is counterproductive and it makes no damn sense. And nobody wants that. But you don't know that because you surround yourself with women that also have no damn sense. So all of y'all just going around wondering why men don't want y'all, but it's simply because you don't understand men and you don't care to understand men, and you just walking around with all this I'm an independent woman mess. You don't realize that men don't like it and it's dumb. So that is 8. 9 is you stay in relationships way too long. y'all just be goofy being in a relationship for 5, 6, 7 years, like, and he ain't married you. Just dumb. What are you doing? If a man has not asked to marry you, or y'all ain't talking about marriage after year 1, get that man 6 more months, and after that, you get out. It's over. It's a wrap. And number 10 is you haven't sought any type of therapy or any type of coaching. I'm a coach. There's plenty of other coaches out there. There's plenty of therapists out there. I'm not a therapist. So I would say have a therapist and have a coach, because there's a difference between having therapy and then getting coaching, 2 different things. But do something. Don't get outside. Don't get out of your 7-year-long relationship knowing the man ain't never wanted to marry you in the first place, and then you just get out here trying to get in a relationship with somebody else. What did you learn from your long 7, 10-year relationship you just got out of? You don't think there's a certain amount of therapy that's needed? I got in therapy. Like, we all need to get a certain amount of therapy. So with all that being said, just do something in order to gain a certain amount of self-awareness. Because if you don't have a certain amount of self-awareness within yourself, you're going to just go out thinking that it's always somebody else's fault. But in most cases, you did something that you could have done better. And it's not meant for you to beat yourself up for, but you have to understand what is going on in your life so you can make some changes. So that's really it. So the number one thing I want you guys to do when we get off, I want you to stay on my Instagram, my YouTube channel. I want you to stay here when this is over. And I want you to look for the video that I did pertaining to hold on, what's it? Yeah, the 10 reasons how Black families are ran like a cult. That particular video will open your eyes to what's going on in your own family. So I'll say it again. The 10 reasons how Black families are ran like a religious cult. That is on my my channel. So when this is over, I want you to go and look for that video and watch that video. Because I'm not just like, yo, watch my videos. Watch that video, because that video will teach you how and why the way your mom raised you is the reason why she raised you like that. Because it's an agenda. She wants to come move in your house. She doesn't want you to get married. And I'm here to push marriage. In my coaching group, we talk a lot about mama trauma, because at the end of the day, to a certain degree, your mom traumatized you. Your dad traumatized you. Not your ex-boyfriend, not the man you're dating. We didn't do anything to you. It's your parents that did something to you. And it's important for us to unpack that before we go on trying to be with somebody. Because if you don't deal with all these different things, you're not going to find yourself married ever. And you're going to spend your whole life wondering why don't nobody want you. I'm telling you right now why men don't want you. I gave you a whole list of things and the 10 reasons why you may not be a good woman. And if you didn't see this whole live, watch it from the beginning. I'm here to help, but you have to be here to help yourself also. So with all that being said, I will talk to you guys later.